What's up, guys? This is James Unlocking the Value and CopyMyCrypto.com, talking to you today about the wonderful world of crypto. Holy shit. Look at Doge. Look at Doge. I'm going to get into that in a second. Guys, just want to say, right, track your investments. I always use my spreadsheet. These are the first 26 coins I spoke about on the channel that I thought would pump. Phantom was the one I thought would do the best. And actually, at one point, it was up to 84 cents, about 168 times gain. All of these, if you'd invest $100 into each one at the time of recording, you'd be up 40, just shy of 44 grand. That is not bad. I'm not in a lot of these now. I cashed out when I thought the gains had been enough gains had been made, and there were better options for both short and long term. And that's what I share on Copy My Crypto. It's a live portfolio. It's me telling you when I'm making a trade, why I'm making a trade, why I think there is price potential in the token or coin, and why I think it can run. And I let you know the moment I'm going to make that investment. It is worth doing, guys. Seriously, with the gains have been good, and you need to compound your money. Any day you're not actually doing that in the market is a day you're going to never get those gains back. This is the point. Okay, so if you've not checked out Copy My Crypto, check it out. Link is in the description. Right. Doge. Absolutely gone mad. And one thing that's worth noting, Doge is reflective of what ends up happening with the market runs. So I'm not shitting on Doge, but what I do believe is going to happen is Doge will have some sort of pullback fairly soon. I mean, it's already sort of starting to, in the sense that, like, earlier it was up about 199% when I saw it. So, but when Doge has this huge run last time, what ended up happening is the following 3 weeks after that were madness for the altcoins, with huge market swings, like huge volatility, and we really are starting to see it. I think this is going to be a genuinely wonderful weekend. I think there's going to be some madness with some coins that can't be expected, but I think there's going to be some beautiful green, big fat green candles this weekend for some of these sort of top 100 coins. Yeah, it's going to be really exciting. I cannot believe Ethereum Classic is still even in the top 100. Yeah, and Doge is sort of like I say, it's like the coin that has done this a number of times, and it sort of precedes the crazy altcoin madness. And it gives you a sort of time frame for how long we might be dealing with it, and it looks like 2-3 weeks it's going to be really wild swings. So if you're new to the market, this might stress you out, but there's also going to be some beautiful days where it's like 50-40% gains. And yeah, this weekend looks like, with some of the real big swings today, I think we're really set for a crazy weekend. So it's going to be exciting. It'll be really exciting. Right, I want to get into 2 big pieces of news. Look, launch pads. I said this yesterday, actually, when I was doing the video on the fact that DeFi coins were really starting to have a run yesterday, and I still think that they're probably going to end up having a good run. But one thing that's going to be massive in DeFi, and already is massive in DeFi, are launch pads. And there's 2 massive pieces of news. Massive. Cardano, number 1, has a launch pad. Occam Razor, quite like the name. Occam Razor, they actually did the sale yesterday. Yeah, it was, or the day before. It was wild. It sold out in like 30 seconds. But this is finally the time to see, like, a launch on Cardano. We're going to see the reality of the functionality of the smart contracts within Cardano. We're going to see what the fees are like. And this could be a real huge moment. And this could, as a coin, be a real potential growth case. Because like there are a lot of launch pads knocking about, and some of them are really piss poor, because they're like a first come first serve type basis. And then you're ending up in Ethereum gas wars, and those transaction fees just wipe people out of the opportunity of doing it. This could resolve that, and it could be this or another one. Elrond have got MPAD token announced, so Mayor Launchpad. So this is going to be where they do a launch for anything on the Elrond ecosystem. Now, Elrond's ecosystem is always massive and a beast. You know, Cardano's doesn't touch it, right? So bringing more high quality projects to Elrond's a great thing, but also what's going to be very interesting is again, like what's the growth of those projects? Because these launch pads, the whole point of these launch pads is you become an early investor in projects. Now, depends on your mentality as an investor, because you can just buy into a project and when it hits the market, you flip and sell what you bought, right? And quite regularly, you'll make anywhere from 6 to 16 times gain on your initial investment. If you hold on and you can have a strong hand for a while, you might make well north of that, like 40, 50, 60, 70 times. And it's a really great, excuse me, it's a really great opportunity for new investors to get into this market, and new investors to build their wealth, right? Elrond notoriously very good in terms of low fees for transactions, like really low fees. So they should be able to launch the Mayor Launchpad very well. What I also think will happen is potentially Elrond's token will gain value, because if you're an Elrond holder, you are the first that have access to buying the MPAD token, as far as the current information is. You know, things can change very quickly, but right now that's the case. And I could see a lot of people trying to buy into Elrond to hold a position so that they've got a position to get in on the Launchpad token, because that could gain huge value depending on the token economics and how it launches and the price point that it launches at. That in and of itself could be a very good investment, but getting the gold first. So this could pump Elrond potentially, and this could be a very good investment in terms of a launch pad. Like, it's needed, because there's some really bad ones out there as well. There's some great ones and there's some bad ones, but a lot of them are still Ethereum based. There's now some on Binance, of course, and there's but the Ethereum ones, some of them are very good in that they've got guaranteed allocations and you've got an extended time frame. But those first come first serve ones are just awful. You can't get in on them, and if you get in on them, then you're in a gas war where you might do a few $100 to buy the token, but then $500 to do the transaction. So this is very positive for Elrond, and this is hugely positive for Cardano. I mean, this is probably a bigger deal because Cardano need to start getting development going. Cardano has notoriously been very slow, but stepping in the right direction and building an ecosystem for Cardano, it is massively necessary, and this is a really good first step. And like I said, everyone wants to get in on launch pads at the moment, so yeah, I could see this price point rising very fast. I know it went from like $2 to about $12 from pre-sale to hitting the market, because there's a bit of small liquidity, I believe, on Uniswap. So yeah. So here's my question for you guys: which launch pad currently do you think will have the biggest gains this bull run? So you got to bear in mind, right? Trust Swap I know is a beast, right? But you can't go off of its original price point. So looking at the prices of the launch pads now, which one do you think has the biggest room to grow in value? just that token without the ICOs, IDOs, and all that. Answer in the comments section, please. And yeah, as always, guys, check out Copy My Crypto. Get your gains compounding. That's how we do things. That's what we want to make sure we're all doing, and we have a phenomenal year. Anyway, that's it from me. Have a lovely evening, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.